Hi viewers, welcome back to our channel Make Math Easy. So in the last class we learned what is the important technique to find out factorization of a quadratic equation using method of completing square. And also we discussed that method we are going to use in our class 12 in few of the concepts. So now in today's class we are going to learn about another important method or another way to find the factors of a quadratic equation. So that method what we are going to discuss now is called as quadratic formula. This is also called as an discriminant method. Discriminant method, right? So let us see in a step-by-step way again how you have to find out how you have to make use of this quadratic formula. I can say this is the very simplest method to find out the factors of a roots of a quadratic equation, because it's just a formula substitution. As the name suggests here, it's a quadratic formula. Depends on the coefficients that we are having. We are just bringing out identifying what is the coefficients and the constants in the question, and we are just trying to substitute in the formula directly. That itself will give you the answer, right? Now let us see step by step method. For example, we know that the quadratic equation of the standard form of a quadratic equation has to be ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So I just wrote in the capital letter, that doesn't have any actual significance. It's just only for our understanding sake I wrote in the capital letters. So this a is the coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x, and c is the constant here. So this is the variable in this equation is having a variable x here. So that means after simplification whatever you are getting, that should be the values of x. So finally you are getting the solutions for the x or for this equation in terms of values of x, right? So what is the formula that we are going to use here, and what is the first step that you have to do? The first step that you have to follow here is you have to find out the value of capital D, which is given as b square minus 4ac. This D, in some textbooks we will represent it with delta also. This D or delta is called as an discriminant. That's why the another name for this method is called as an discriminant method, right? So what is the reason for naming it as a discriminant? Because this D or delta value itself will give you information whether we are able to get the factors for that quadratic equation or not. If we are getting the factors, are we getting the equal roots or unequal roots? These are the information that this D will provide you. That is why we are saying this as a discriminant method. Okay. Now then after finding the D, based on this D itself we can come to one conclusion whether the roots will be equal or roots will be distinct or real roots are not existing or not. So these are the three cases that we are getting. Let us list out those three cases here. If you are getting the value of D as a 0, or let us say first write with D greater than 0. If you are getting D greater than 0 means then the roots are real and unequal. That means distinct roots you are getting, something like a 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5 like that. If you are getting a case like a D is equal to 0, then the roots are real and this time the roots are equal roots. So that means you are getting the same value of both the values of x as a same only, because it's a quadratic equation power 2 degree. That's why you will get a 2 roots, right? That's why those 2 roots are real and equal. If you are getting a case like a D less than 0, which means that the quadratic equation is resulting in unreal roots. That means they are not actually existing in nature. So the another name for this unreal roots only complex roots, right? This topic you are going to learn in your class 11 with the chapter name complex numbers and the quadratic equations, right? So now in this class 11 we are not discussing much of this D less than 0 case. Mostly we are focusing on D greater than 0 and d equal to 0 cases, right? So once if you find the value of discriminant d equal to b square minus 4ac, where you have to substitute this to get the roots of the given quadratic equation. So that formulation is given as x is equal to minus b plus or minus root over d by 2a. This is called as, this is the formulation, quadratic formula that we are going to use to find the roots of a given quadratic equation. So you can just observe here, d is equal to 0, then what will happen? Root 0 will be remains as a 0. That means in that case both the roots are minus b by 2a minus b by 2a, right? See, this fact already I discussed in the previous concept of method of completing square. There I told you why we are writing two zeros, because two numbers has the same, because for the simple reason it's a quadratic equation, which means the highest power or degree is 2, which means that it should have a two solutions. Just to satisfy the significance of degree, we are going to write two roots as a same only, right? This is the important point that you have to remember with respect to d equal to 0 case. Okay, so this is the main purpose of finding the discriminant, which will give you information just by seeing that itself, whether you will get a roots are real and equal or real and unequal or unreal roots are existing for the given quadratic equation, right? Now let us go for the application of this formulation for few questions. Okay, so as I told you, the first step you have to find is the discriminant value capital D, b square minus 4ac. Okay, right. Now take down this question. You can take anything, something like 9x square plus 24x plus 16 is equal to 0. So first step, please identify value of a, value of b, value of c. So a is nothing but coefficient of x square 9, b is coefficient of x 24, c is constant, so 16. This is our first step. Next thing, you have to find out the value of capital D, that is b square minus 4ac. So let us find out this value. This is 24 square minus 4 into 16 into 9. So this 24 square is 576 minus 4 into 16, 64 into 9. 64 into 9 is again 576. So you are getting d value is equal to 0. So just try to recall what is the condition we said for d is equal to 0. If d is equal to 0, that means roots are real and equal, right? Now substitute in the quadratic formula to get the values of x. X is equal to minus b plus or minus root d by 2a, that is nothing but minus 24 plus or minus 0 by 2 into 9. If you further simplify this, minus 12 by 9 comma minus 12 by 9 are the roots of this given quadratic equation. So you may get a doubt here, why we are writing for 2 times but it came for only 1 time. Again it's the same logic. The highest power is 2, which means that you are getting two solutions. To satisfy that property, we are writing the roots for 2 times. So these type of roots are called as an repetitive roots, because the same root is repeating for 2 times. So these are called as an repetitive roots, right? And one important point I want to tell you here, don't think that this is always x is equal to. See, here I am writing x because in my given question my variable is x. Let us say in the given question if the variable is y, then this will become y is equal to something. Let us do with that. For example, if I have a question like this, say something like 2y square plus 4y minus 16 is equal to 0. So first step, don't try to substitute everything in the formula directly. First find the d value. That itself will give you information whether can we proceed further or not. Okay. So if you identify the values of A, B and C, A is 2, B is 4, C is minus 16. Now let us find d value. Discriminant b square minus 4ac, 4 square minus 4 into 2 into minus 16. If you forget taking minus in any of the values, means for sure you will go wrong. So please be careful. So this is 16, minus into minus is plus, 4 2 is 8, 8 into 16, it is 128. So if you add up these two, you are getting 144. D is 144. Clearly this value is greater than 0, which means the roots are real and unequal. That means you are getting two distinct roots for this given quadratic equation. So here my variable is y. So y is equal to minus b plus or minus root d by 2a. So this is minus 4 plus or minus root 144 by 2 into 2. So hope you know the value of root 144 is 12. If you substitute that root 144 as a 12, you will be getting minus 4 plus or minus 12 minus 4 plus or minus 12 divided by 4. If you take a plus case, initially you will be getting one root. If you take a minus case, you will get another root. So if I proceed further, y is equal to minus 4 plus 12 by 4 comma minus 4 minus 12 by 4, I will be getting 8 by 4 2. This is minus 4. So you can observe the roots here. These are the real numbers and unequal. These are not equal, 2 and minus 4. So this is how you have to find out the roots of a given quadratic equation using the quadratic formula, right? Now let me give you another simple question. So what is the reason for me to asking you first to find out the value of d? That itself will give you information whether we have to proceed further or not. You will come to know with this example. So if I ask you a question like this, solve x square plus x plus 1 is equals to 0. So I am asking you to find the value of discriminant first. So I will be getting a value, b value, c value, all are 1 only. If I find d, b square minus 4ac I am getting, that means 1 minus 4 into 1 into 1, that is minus 3. So clearly this minus 3 is less than 0, which means roots are unreal. So if you straight away go for the formula, what actually will happen? Unnecessarily you are doing lot of work there. But if you first find the determinant, this itself will give you information. Really, do you have to proceed further or not? You can just observe here. You are getting the value of discriminant as a minus 3, which is less than 0, indicating that the roots are unreal. So unreal roots means you cannot factorize for this given quadratic equation. That is what it indicates. So you can just straight away conclude here itself, the roots of this given quadratic equation are unreal, hence we cannot further factorize. Right? That's it. Now let us solve one last question which are involving with some constants. See like this. Solve for x. That means solve for x means you are finding the roots only. 9x square minus 9 times of a plus b into x, and the last one 2a square plus 5ab plus 2b square is equal to 0. See here, you have to solve the quadratic equation with the quadratic formula. See, why I am saying to go for the quadratic formula only, because you can see here multiple terms are involving here. It will be difficult for you to go for either factorization or with the method of completing square. If you go for directly the quadratic formula, immediately you will get the answer. So initially identify A value, B value is minus